Hello everyone, Bashar here. So we are back to Path of Exile, right? Back to business. So I have been a little bit busy with Diablo. We had a new season there, and yeah, I think I'm kind of done there, right? I arrived at the end. That's the thing about Path of Exile, right? You never arrive at the end because it's just so hard. Anyway, so guys, I did upload a video about crafting energy shield helmets and making money out of it, and let's just put into D&D mode. And I did say that if we get 10 likes there, I'm going to do a full inventory of level 82 Kamasan Tiara's video, right? And when I first uploaded the video, we had like 5 likes or something on it, and so I never thought it was going to arrive there. And I was busy with Diablo these days, as I said, and turns out it actually hit 10 likes, right? And I always keep my promises. Sorry that I noticed it late. I think I saw like 12 likes, so it might have been a few days. Sorry about that. But I noticed it today and immediately started working on it. So I got the Kamasan Tiaras. They are all level 82. Sorry. So it doesn't work like this if you do it, right? So this could be level 82 and these all could be low levels, right? You have to do it separately. So guys, what do we get out of level 82, right? In the other video I mentioned it all. The highest tier of rarity, etc. But specifically what we get out of 82 is we get to roll the 41 to 45 resistance range, right? That's, take a look at this, guys. The 45 resistance is the tier 7 roll, and it can roll on like 75 items or whatever it is, right? Low. But the 41 to 45 roll only happens on level 82 items, right? That's why they are valuable, and they are only obtained from, in the worst case, like level 81 maps, and that means tier 16 and irradiated or the cleansing ones, whatever, right? I don't want to go into it. So the areas have a chance of dropping items from one item level higher. So the minimum is 81, or you have to be doing end game breach, simulacrum, max difficulty, something like that. Anyway, so guys, we got our 12 Kamasan Tiaras. I actually even have a bonus of one more Kamasan Tiara and one already magic Sorcerer's Tiara, which is the second best tier, but as you can see, this is a good item. So, in the video, I started from decent magic items and I upgraded them. In this one, we are gonna just go from scratch, normal items, into all the way to rare. And of course, there is no guarantees that this is going to work. Maybe I shall leave the maths for the end, but the average cost per helmet is, I think I managed to bring it below 8, right? But that would be lucky, right? You would have to pay around 8 Exalted for, right? Even 10 is possible. And we are going to need a lot of greater essence of enhancement, which were like 22. So guys, average cost could be said about 30 Exalted per helmet, right? And of course, now we are going to also use some Exalteds on them. So this whole thing is like 360 Exalteds, and I am going to also slam some Exalteds on them. So we can approximately say around 400 Exalted, right? And if you take a look here for the Divine Exalted Orb exchange ratio, okay, that means 2.5 divine. So this is going to cost us 2.5 divine. So let's see if you make it back. So I don't take into calculation the orbs of transmutation or augmentation and the essence of enhancement. I suppose they will add up to a few Exalteds as well, but I think they are negligible. So let's get started. So what we do is we first off start with an essence of enhancement on everything. So that is going to give them all an energy shield roll. But the thing is, it doesn't say it's going to give them a good energy shield roll, right? That's the RNG part. So for example, that's a good roll, right? Because it's the hybrid roll that rolls up to 42% energy shield and up to 42 mana or something like that, right? So this is not a bad roll. So what we want is, guys, flat energy shield, I think that goes up to 73, right? Then 100% energy shield, and then this role or its sister role, which is energy shield plus life. That's the triple that we want. If that happens, it's like 5 divine without any useful suffixes. If you get useful suffixes, all the way to mirror level, of course. You know, if you see around 500 energy shield, that's about 4 or 5 divine, right? I mean, if we hit that just once, this is going to be profitable. Okay, this one, almost perfect. Ooh, extremely good, right? This is the best roll possible, right? High amount of increased percentage energy shield. Right? This goes up to 100%, and as you can see, we are in very good shape already. Ooh, I think that's a tier 1, as I was going to say. This is a big oof. I think this item is wasted. That's again very good. That's again very bad. Meh. Plus 35 is not bad. As I said, it goes up to 73 if I recall. 31%. Yeah. This is mediocre. That's very bad. That's okay. That's bad. I mean, we have a lot of bad ones, by the way. Also, let's do that one. Bang. Ooh, that's the worst one. Congratulations, buddy. Okay. So now, guys, because the Greater Essence is used to upgrade the magic into a rare, we can just slap one augmentation on it, right? We are going to give it a new magic modifier, another suffix. Bang, 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 bang. So guys, even the bad ones, I'm gonna go because they still could be worth a little bit, right? And this is worthless, right? It doesn't really matter. This is like 0.10 exalted or something. I mean, the 10 I used, right? An exalted is worth like 100 of these. Very nice, promising, right? Very good again. That's not bad at all. Oh, that's a good roll, but it's wasted, you know, plus 11 shield. 19. Oh, oh god, that's the best roll we have. And it's wasted on the 15% energy shield. Such a shame. But guys, that doesn't mean it's gonna be worthless. Okay. So guys, all this money we invested, we got only one return, right? Because out of level being level 82, I get access to above 40 resistance, and out of 13 helmets, I just hit it once, right? So now, guys, we are going to do the Greater Essence of Enhancement. But the thing is, Greater Essence of Enhancement are expensive. They are 22 exalted or so, right? So if I have something that's garbage by now, I don't think I should further invest the 22 exalted on them. That's definitely worth going. Let's go essences. Bang. So what this does is, guys, it does a second defense modifier. So that's why it's better than alchemy, right? Out of 3 modifiers, I guarantee 2 energy shield rolls. And the max is 3 anyway. Let's think about that. Let's think about that as well. Let's also think about that. Let's also think about that as well. I guess this project does not look like it's going very good. Okay, let's think about that as well. Let's now take a look here. Nope, not worth it. Ooh. Well, I mean, if I hit the flat energy shield roll, it's gonna be great. Yeah, I mean, these are definitely worth going on. Have to think about that. And I got the seed. Are they patching it? Well, really? In the middle of my video? Because let me, try turning it off and on again. Says no connection. but I think I do have internet connection. No, I do have internet connection. There is no problem. Okay. I mean, guys, I could of course delete the video and go over again, but then, you know, we would miss the part, right? I just want to do it in, you know, one move. I guess Steam was acting up because it did say that I was not connected to Steam. Weird. I mean, at least if we can go on, I'm fine. I mean, it's a bit of a waste of time, you know, it's what I do in my videos anyway. Okay. So guys, because the greater essence of enhancement are 25, 22 exalted orbs, they are valuable, and I'm not very sure if I want to use them on bad ones, right? So let's just sort it out. Let's sort the bad ones out. We're thinking about so guys, we don't have to abandon these, right? I can just use Regal on it. I mean, because Regal is just going to give a random affix, right? Oh, terrible. This is already bad. And you know, I think this one is so bad, I don't think I'm going to even Exalted it. So guys, the others, I can use Exalted on them. But this one has already 2 bad modifiers, and guys, that's kind of the, you know, yes. Well, I mean, I'll just Regal, maybe with like 45 resistance or 100% resistance, because that Regal is not that valuable. Okay. We should do Regal on all of them. Okay, let's go Regal. Bang, bang, bang. And also these. Yeah, I mean, it's so worthless. Okay, that's absolute garbage. That also is. So guys, this one, I don't wanna Regal that. I'm going to use the, so I bought this one like this. So I'm gonna do the thing on it. 6 mana, I mean, are there no other rolls left? Okay, these are all worth Exalteding-ish. No, this one is actually not, right? Well, somewhere in between. Okay, oh, I do have a bit of an Exalted problem, don't I? Okay, well, let me sell some Chaos for Exalted. Sorry about that, guys. Chaos for Exalted. 5 for 34. Okay, that's more like it. So guys, now it's done. I can only do Exalted, right? The essences are out. Ooh, looks very bad. I just didn't take a look here. Yeah, maybe that was a little bit wasteful. So that was 27 Exalted Orbs, right? And I had, I believe, 12 of these. So 7 Greater Essences, 27 Exalted Orbs. Let me just write them down so we can calculate the end cost. 13 helmets. I think that was also plus 5. 8 each. 5. I'm not going to count the normal essences and these augmentations. Basically 0, like maybe 1 Exalted. It's no big deal. 7 Greater Essences. 22 each. And also 27 Exalted, right? At this point. Okay, let's just take a look here. That 1.5. And guys, tier 2 24 mana raw. Doesn't even add any value. Yeah, guys, I mean, if I put in a Greater Iron Rune, I'm going to add some defense to it. 260, something like that, I'm guessing. 270-ish, yes. That's not going to be worth it. The only thing that I can do is I could do quality on it, but then corrupt it, and then the problem is quality stuff is also expensive. I think this is just, you know, we should let go here. 149. Guys, if this one had flat energy shield, that would have been awesome. Okay. That's some value, I think. Yes, okay. So the thing is, we also do this. Okay. Oops. And the life and the mana add a non-zero value here. 100. Is it stretching too far? Yeah, I think this would be around 50. Guys, and it's because of that stupid reduced attribute become. If that was something useful, that's gonna be some money. Okay. All right, we do the. So guys, the site takes quality into account, but it does not take runes into account, right? So this is important, right? Never press quality on, never use quality currency on stuff that you are not gonna wear. No need to do that. Okay. 1 divine, 2 divine, 3 divine. Let me just take a quick look here. One divine is going to be fine. And the return so far is, guys, and obviously these are not guaranteed, but I try to go for the low end stuff, low end prices, so you know they can sell. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I didn't pay attention to this. It's perfect. 50 is perfect. You can't get higher. 25 from the prefix and 25 from the suffix, and it is literally perfect. Oh, that should be worth money. Oh yes. Okay, let's just take a look. We profited. Yes. Yep, profit. It's perfect. And thing is, guys, this stuff will hold to that value. Why? Because it's perfect. You know, you cannot get 51%. It's not possible. And thing is, the prefix 25% only rolls on 81 eye level items and higher. I mean, if you are doing a level 79, right, like stuff that drops from tier 50 maps, 50 is not possible. Right? It's extremely unlikely even on a 81, but still anything lower, it's not possible. Okay, so we have a decent amount of energy shield. Let's go for 48 for proper pricing, I think, and we do have resistance. And oh my god, profit! But guys, this is, you know, very lucky. 1 divine, is that real? I need to see that. So of course, this kind of item is not very easy to price. But I'm taking a look. I have found one similar item. 15 divine or so. Yeah. And thing is, guys, we also have a decent amount of life. 47 life is not that bad. We have a resistance, we have intelligence, we have perfect rarity. Yes, I would say this is worth 15, and you know, I don't have to worry about anything anymore. And I will let you guys know how these go on, okay? But yeah. Wow. But I don't think this will make a fair assessment, guys, because this item is not normal, right? Arriving at this kind of stuff is not normal. So I didn't get anything normal to base this on, because, you know, this is 1 in 100. No, it's actually much more rare. Yeah. Let's take a look at this one. We do have the sad life resistance, sad life regen. Not bad. Let's take a look. The mana is good. Okay. Minion skills. We have the resistance. We have the mana. Let's go for something like 120. The resistance goes for 35. Okay, the energy shield goes up to 250, let's say. 40, 50. Okay. Oh, that was a mistake. No big deal. So this costs a little bit upwards of 1 exalted, guys. There is also this cost. We can also add that. I mean, we can add a miscellaneous cost of like 10 exalted at the end. I think that will be paying off for the augmentations, regals, you know, artificer's orbs and iron rooms, that sort of stuff. Okay. Okay. Without the mana, it's not worth much. With the mana, I'm gonna try a 50 here again. That one I accidentally socketed. Wow, that's so bad. And tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. They take a look at those prefixes. So for example, guys, I should have done the exalteds here one by one, and if I hit the fire resistance, I should have just stopped immediately. I don't think I should try this and, you know, demoralize myself here. Yeah, I mean, because even a sale on 5 exalted is questionable, but we can do 3 for 1 for these, right? I can just, you know, put them in the reforging bench and try my luck. Nice resistances, but nothing else. I don't think it's gonna be worth anything. Yeah. That does look better than the rest of the garbage. Now, let's do this. So guys, you know, I also include the price checking part as well. I hope that you guys like it. It's not like I can't cut the video anyway. Okay. Divine, that's a little bit far-fetched, isn't it? I guess it isn't. We also have life and rarity on it, so I think it would really fetch a divine. Okay, that's pretty cute. Divine. So that's the third item we put up for 1 divine. It's not it, I think. Second item. So we put up 2 items for 1 divine, 1 for 50 exalted, 2 for 50 exalted. Okay, 2 for 50 exalted. Okay. And the last one. Yeah. I mean, guys, it basically has no energy shield. I don't think it's gonna be worth anything, but let's try it. Resistance, crit chance, life, blah blah. No, I don't think you should try that. This one, was this worth something? We gave up on this one as well, right? 270 energy shield. Still not gonna worth anything. Yeah, and the 51 mana is not gonna have too much value. Let's take a look at these garbage. Well, garbage. That's not that bad, but the 15%. So guys, the problem with this is the most valuable role that gives us most energy shield is in tier 1. And take a look at this. Tier 1's lowest draw. Okay. Okay, careful. 6 chaos resistance, I think this guy is done. White radius accuracy, okay, that guy is done as well. Okay, so guys, what we can do is that we can now get a little bit of value back, right? I mean, I can do 3, 4, 1 for these, and I can get myself some new random Kamasan tiaras. And they will be level 82, by the way. Let me show you. Because the formula is, it always uses the lowest level item in there, and I have no low levels. Everyone is 82, so these could, be very valuable. Very valuable indeed. Okay. All right, I get it, brother. Sure. Wow. This much garbage has not been found, ever. Okay, well, let's try. Hey, we got a winner at the end, I think. I'll do the bang. Excuse me more. Oh, well, that's not bad. Okay, let me do this immediately. Okay, 260 resistances, intelligence. We have mana on life as well. Okay, that could be valuable, I think. Mana, let's say 100. I'm gonna go 100 exalted for this. Okay. So guys, let's do a bit of calculation and measure how profitable our run was. So we got 13 amulets for about 8 exalted each. That's 104 exalted. We got the other magic one that was for like 5 or something, I think. Let's say 110 approximately. We spent 7 essences. That's 134. Let's say 245 round, right? We did 27 exalteds. We did some more exalteds as well. Let's say 30 exalteds. 275 exalteds, right? And then let's say some random cost as well. Let's do a pessimistic calculation and say 300 because I got some of them at a bargain, right? Maybe you go for market prices. Let's say 300, right? But that is a pessimistic cost, right? So our cost was 300 exalted. Is that correct? Yes, it is, I think. Around that level, right? But the real cost for me was more like 260, 250 or so, but let's say 300, right? I mean, you just do fast purchases, 10 for each helmet, right? Etc, etc. Now let's take a look at the value. We got 2 for 50. We got 1 for 100, right? We got 2 for 1 divine. And so that does add up to 2 divine and 200 exalted, which is slightly above 3 divine, right? And then we have this one, which is, it's a little bit funny. So we definitely profited. But guys, if you ask me if we profited, otherwise, from the other stuff, I would say, I think we did, yeah. So the prices that I put, are not, rock solid. They can sell for a little bit lower, But the thing is, guys, our cost is slightly below to Exalted, so to Divine, right? Because my Exalteds are like 170 or so, and our cost was, our pessimistic cost was 300 Exalted, and our somewhat pessimistic sale is about 3 Divine, right? So guys, even if it goes a little bit lower and let's say 2.5 Divine, that's still profit. But of course, if you would argue that that's not worth it, I will agree with you, right? I mean, you make all that expense, you do the crafting, and you spend 2 Divine immediately, and you wait to make a 2.5 Divine sale. There are easier ways to profit a Divine. But I will remind you that both our prices are pessimistic, so I would say there would be more like a 1 Divine profit in there. And of course we also did this big hit, right? So we absolutely profited, right? If I say like 10 Divine, I think this is going to sell fast, but of course this is something that throws calculations off. It's, as I said, pretty lucky, right? This is not normal luck. But let's say, guys, instead of this one I got another decent one worth 1 Divine or 2 Divine, that still would have been profit, right? But of course the profit will also depend on how fast you go, right? I mean, if you buy everything at market price, keep your prices high. So for example, guys, 10 per helmet, 22 per essence, that's 32 per, right? And 12 will cost you 384, I think. 384. And also, blindly slapping on the greater essence on everything is a bad move. As you saw, some of them were very bad, and they do not deserve a further investment of 22 Exalted, right? I mean, you want, there are 3 prefixes that give us energy shield, right? The percentage energy shield, that's capped at 100%, the flat energy shield, that's capped at 73%, and the hybrid energy shield mana or energy shield life one, that's capped at 42%, right? I mean, the first essence that you use, right, this one, should be hitting one of those on a higher tier. So it could, for example, hit the life energy shield one, right? And that's not the best one, that's the 3rd best one among energy shield FXs. But if it's like 39%, that's good, right? Because the cap is 42%. So you still have a pretty decent chance of making money. Of course, the thing that you want the best is 100% energy shield from the get-go, right? We had a 97% one, and that was a good start. So guys, if you ask me, this is profitable, yes, but as I said, you have to spread it over time, the purchases, because if you do them fast, then the prices will rise and that will cut into your profitability. But you could run a live search and grab the helmet. So for anything below 10, right, and you put a buy order for the greater essences and get them at like 20. Yeah, I mean, let's say average cost is 28, right? That's pretty nice, right? Compared to 32, that's a lot. Why? Because guys, because we are going to buy 12 items, let's say, full inventory is worth 4 exalteds per item will add up to 48 exalteds, right? That's 1/3 of a divine approximately, and this stuff will add up, right? But if you go full market price, I would say at around 10 exalted, you'll be able to grab the helmets. 22 is gonna be the cost of the essences, and that's gonna bring up the cost to something like 25, because as I said, you should not be using the greater essences on everything. So guys, this one and this one and even regals are kind of worthless, so you can just do them all, right? But this one is valuable, and you should only be using it if the item is good. So guys, what defines the item as good? If you get a decent energy shield roll with the first essence of enhancement, and if you get an okay suffix from the augmentation, right? For example, like 19 intelligence. It's not great, right? Because it can go all the way up to 36, but still 19 intelligence is not worthless, right? Or 25 resistance, something like that. If you know if it's somewhat worse, it depends on the quality of the energy shield. So guys, if you get, for example, let's say 98% increased energy shield, I would still, you know, slap this on, even if this suffix is garbage, because as I said, if you hit 500 energy shield after quality and you know, the rune, right, which means you have to hit like 360s or something like that, depends of the item, of course, then you're gonna be making, I mean, it's gonna all pay off, right? It's gonna actually pay off for double your inventory's worth. Because as I said, around 500 energy shield is like 4 divine without any meaningful suffixes, and this costs about 2 divine, so you could pay off for 2, so that's worth going for. So I hope you liked it, right? And it does look profitable. Yeah, gathering it takes some time, but yeah, here it is. I have delivered on my promise, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.